out in cinemas on the 21st of June 2024 from Vertigo releasing is Russell Crowe in The Pope's Exorcist. Wait, didn't they already release that? Oh, it's The Exorcism. Okay, hang on. Coming out in cinemas on the 21st of June 2024 from Vertigo releasing is Russell Crowe in The Exorcism. Hang on. Sorry, let me just check my notes. Is this a sequel? No, really? Oh, okay. Coming out in cinemas on the 21st of June 2024 from Vertigo releasing is Russell Crowe in The Exorcism. I mean, that's not confusing at all. Okay. Enough jokes. The Exorcism, originally titled The Georgetown Project, is a semi-fictionalized retelling of some of the legends behind the making of William Friedkin's classic The Exorcist. The film, directed by Joshua John Miller, who's the actor from such films as Near Dark and You Thought Your Parents Were Weird, writer of the excellent Final Girls, and son of the original Exorcist star Jason Miller. Vertigo releasing, and in particular the US distributors Vertical, seem to believe that the best way to promote this film is to create confusion with the earlier Russell Crowe starring flick, The Pope's Exorcist, which has gone on to become a bit of a minor cult classic, and market the film as a straight-ahead exorcism film. It's not that at all. Reviews online have been pretty harsh, and I get that, because audiences have been going in expecting a straightforward horror film when it's actually much more of a character study / tragedy in the vein of films like Black Swan or The Wrestler. So let's look at the synopsis. A troubled actor begins to exhibit a disruptive behaviour while shooting a horror film. His estranged daughter wonders if he's slipping back into his past addictions or if there's something more sinister at play. So yeah, right away, that's a much more accurate of the film that you're going to go watch. I'm guessing that the distributors just had no idea how to market this film and took the laziest option available. So let's take the film on its own merits. It's an interesting, if not entirely successful, meta-horror film. Clearly, Joshua John Miller was exercising some of his own personal demons in the making of this. Sorry, I know that's a terrible pun, but I could not resist. Crowe's character is named Tony Miller, and looking in the film that way, it's a pretty uncomfortable watch. Are we supposed to draw connections between Jason Miller and the fictional Tony Miller? Because Tony Miller is not a nice guy at all. The making of The Exorcist and its supposedly cursed shoot has become the thing of legend, with the spooky shit which happened on set, and Friedkin himself acting as a tyrannical asshole. His proxy in the film, played by the always amazing Adam Goldberg, doesn't quite reach the heights of firing off shotguns near his actors, but maybe he would have if the shoot hadn't been cut short. The rest of the cast is excellent. Any film which starts with Adrian Pasdar, another Near Dark alumni, is okay in my book. Crowe does great work. Ryan Simpkins, who plays his daughter, carries most of the movie admirably. David Hyde Pierce is always fun to watch. Oh, and Sam Worthington's in the film too. Where the film does fall down is in the last 30 minutes. The last act seems to have been borrowed from a totally different movie and doesn't really resolve the film we've been watching for the past hour. And then there's this weird tacked-on epilogue, which features Tony Miller, but I'm not entirely sure they had access to Russell Crowe that day. The final irony that for a meta film about the making of a cursed film is that The Exorcism itself seems to become a bit of a cursed film. Originally filmed in 2019, additional footage was apparently delayed by COVID and not filmed until 2023. If I had to guess, I'd say that the reshot footage probably appears somewhere in the last 30 minutes. Then the film was retitled and released as a plain old horror film. I'm glad that the film has finally been released, and although it has its issues, if you go in expecting a meta-character study in the mode of Black Swan, you should enjoy yourself. Oh, and any film where Russell Crowe says to his teenage daughter, "She's never going to eat your pussy like I can," has got to be seen. Happy Pride Month, everyone.